we have ourselves our top 8 setup. KingsVega versus Riddles. A little bit of a shaky kind of start to the season, but mad consistent throughout, right? He's made plenty of trips to the US, but now he has to face off against one of the N8 competitors coming in from Canada, Riddles, right? We've talked about his progression as a player, his trials and tribulations going through organization to organization, and also making himself even more so a threat after EWC. Something in him has really sharpened up his game in regards to checking every single matchup on his route to top 8, and honestly, he's looking pretty damn sharp against a lot of the Blanka players in general.
Yeah, you heard. Yeah, absolutely. I think you heard RZA talk about his success in other games, right? This guy Riddles knows how to get good, so it's only a matter of time before he puts himself in positions like this. Of course, we saw an amazing performance at EWC. LCQ qualified to the main event. Sure, he fell short in the main event, but his showing was really strong. Like him against MNRD, that was some of the best I've ever seen him play, despite falling in the set. And this is that exact same matchup, right? It's going to be Terry versus Blanka once again. Hopefully, he can take that experience from EWC and just in general, his preparation, hopefully preparing him for this moment properly.
And MNRD had said it during the very, very captivating and emotional video that was shown during the ad break, right? No matter how many times you fail, as long as you get that one big W, all those failures disappear. So seeing the way that Riddles had kind of set himself up right now up until this point, again, he's taken down majors before. He's taken down big events over in his hometown. But I want to see what happens when it comes to international waters playing against these types of players as well. Not to say that he wasn't playing at that integrity before, but this is honestly the biggest testament when it comes to making it into Capcom Cup 12. Yeah. This is it right here. There's only 2 other shots left after this, but this is his moment right now. KingsVega, honestly, could be the same for him. 92.3% win rate. I couldn't even calculate that. He'd only fallen 1 game short against Dual Kevin, and we actually made that remark, man. Dual Kevin, as a side note, it's unfortunate. If it's not one Blanka, it's another.
Yeah, apparently, man, right? We've talked about how Mena has been his demon throughout the CPT seasons of Street Fighter 6, and he runs into yet another Blanka, this time from Japan, showing out harder than he ever has up until this point. Riddles with that 75% win rate has dropped a game or 2 here, but has clutched it out all the way through to get into this winner's side top 8. Best believe he's going to look for 1 or 2 or 3 more sets to do that with, of course, because the 3 set will be a champion crowned.
You see the 2 characters represented on the screen, Blanka versus Terry. Now, one of the biggest things that I do like about this matchup is the versatility and mobility. Damn, okay. I was going to say, what's the mix-up going to be on the handshake? And where did that girl just come from? I was like, that was random. It just popped out of nowhere. Am I tripping? Anyways, Blanka versus Terry can be quite scary. I feel like Blanka has a lot of mobility to kind of get past a lot of the big approaches that Terry wants to utilize with his fireball. Has also a very interesting kind of like hop to it to get past that kind of minefield laid down. Blanka ball or jumping, right? Either one. Okay. But more importantly, like, what does KingsVega do to kind of get around Riddles' strategy of utilizing the burn knuckle to close the gap, or even get away from the pressure that Riddles does establish? We're going to find out. Game 1, all 3 out of 5. This is top 8 after all. What a check immediately. Riddles already ready for the fast breakouts coming in from KingsVega.
Ooh, and then fakes out the empty jump right, just goes with the jab upon landing. Caught KingsVega looking for perhaps a throw once he landed, and Riddles has controlled the corner of the screen, waiting for him to cancel that parry in a drive rush right there, but he didn't do it. Nice anti-air off his own drive rush.
Nice work thus far. Playing a lot of the footwork against KingsVega is Riddles thus far, right? A lot of the standing leg kicks have been the important stopper. Yeah, round 1, most definitely just breezing through. He has been hovering around a lot of the medium ranges, which most Blankas want to be bullying from. Crouching medium punch is such a great normal to establish dominance with and close the gap, but Riddles has done a great job of just really utilizing the standing leg kick.
Yeah, absolutely right. That's how he checked both the drive rushes in that last round. KingsVega finally sneaks one in there. Didn't get too much off of it, but did land a Blanka ball and a sweep to catch Riddles walking back.
Wild how that's utilized in high-level play, right? Always catching people off guard. That sweep has gotten mileage this season.
Yeah, most def, right? People always want to try to get to the optimal distance. It's a great way to shut them down. And then KingsVega dancing in and out of throw range. Finds the Blanka champ, but nullified. He wasn't looking for the crouch light kick. You heard the imperfect parry sound.
And of course, being stopped airborne as well. Riddles has been absolutely dominant when it comes to anti-airs thus far. Going right into the fireball after the target combo, catching KingsVega off guard. Crouching medium punch, punish, counter. Can we get it started for KingsVega? He's got 2 bars as well. Is he going to have to spend it?
Yeah, not looking to go to the Lightning Beast just yet. A little surprise. He is a Lightning Beast expert, and Riddles, an expert on the Terry, playing it in multiple games, confirms the level 1.
I'm just glad Blanka wasn't in that game either, though.
It's facts. Oh, he was testing him. I don't care if you're locked and loaded with the meter. Let me see if you got the reactions. Riddles up 1-0.
Not too bad at all to start from Riddles. And even so, let's kind of think about this, right? KingsVega, if he busted out with level 1, is it going to be even more a threat at all, right? You're in burnout. You can't close the gap. I think Terry's going to be the one at advantage.
Yeah, exactly right. I like Riddles testing him there because, as you mentioned, level 1, he still has plenty of burnout to go through. Riddles got plenty of opportunity to still control the match. And level 3, you at least get the meter, right? While Riddles is up around. Even if we go to the other one, it's all good. Oh, man. But see, KingsVega switching up his drive rush pressure, right? Going with the immediate light kicks because he's respecting the check ability of Riddles now.
The big bust out, OD uppercut is such an important thing to know. This has changed everything against KingsVega thus far, forcing himself backwards against a lot of the pressure that Riddles is presenting. Another important check against the drive rush. Level 1 is on deck. You know you gotta spend it. Are you okay? Yes, you are, but barely.
For now, of course, the air Blanka ball is gonna let him escape for at least a moment. Riddles here getting bullied up, but yo, the regular uppercut. I love these players that are using the regular uppercut speed. 5 frames, has a great hitbox out in front of Terry. You wanna run at me? Hold this rising tackle.
My man came up to you, came up right up to him. He's like, are you down for one more?
Yeah, legit.
What a sick win pose. Ooh. On the other side, counter hit, Riddle trying to press a button to throw his ear. KingsVega does get parried, hop into the short.
Riddles, yeah, exactly. Just gonna take the efficient knockdown right now. Not gonna spin any meter on that. Obviously very scaled from the perfect parry. Love the way he's staying at this fireball right there. Baits out the OD Blanka ball now. That is a healthy reward in the corner. Oh, but again, air ball escape. Low bar from KingsVega, though. He's got 2 for the Lightning Beast, and he's going to activate it.
That's perfect. A great way to conserve your drive gauge and also bring your opponent to the corner while still maintaining pressure. Lil Fella with the hop as well. Riddles was not prepared for the dynamic duo yet again. KingsVega sneaking in the overhead while Lil Fella was just throwing in a tantrum.
Yeah, indeed. The handicap match. You always got to be prepared for that up against Blanka. Once Blanka Chan gets on the stage, right, he can get activated by any lightning. That's why Riddles got caught off guard in that first one when he jumped out.
Jesus.
Oh, man, what a whiff punish. Catching on to Riddles' tendencies for pressing that crotch medium kick.
A ton of perfect parries, not too much drain from the drive gauge. Actually gaining a punch out of that exchange. KingsVega still getting a lot of straight hits against him, and now the counter hit. Riddles doesn't get a full conversion, a little bit too far. Still, Burn Knuckle has been commanding the pace here in this round specifically. Lightning Beast yet again, let's bring him to the corner. Little fella.
Mid-screen actually gets the mid-screen cross up. He's still bouncing. Best be careful. The Blanka Chan's gone now, but what a check on the drive rush in. Riddle's gonna spin that meter. Oh no, we're getting a little too crazy for our own good that time. And KingsVega ties up the set already.
I can see where the idea was, right? Whiffing that Burn Knuckle, you know it's going to be your turn afterwards. You were expecting your opponent to possibly go for a punish counter. If they are not in time, obviously that lightning tackle is going to clip the other person. So it wasn't necessarily a full Hail Mary. I could see where his mind was at that, but either way, KingsVega not going to take that bait. However, OD uppercut. Riddles really wants to take his turn.
Yeah, indeed, and that back-to-back fierces, right, it's still plus, and it causes you to move because you don't want to eat that drive chip. Oh, tried to check that time, but KingsVega able to successfully sneak that drive rush in and get the cross up.
Oh, still on the same side. That was rather tricky, too.
Oh, baits out the rising tackle. KingsVega has done a real great job of starting to read Riddle's tendencies. Getting the command throw for a stylish finish.
The fact that you could combo into it now this season, I don't know how to feel about that. It is a cool combo. Don't get me wrong. I'm a little bit of a hater, but still very impressive coming in from KingsVega.
Oh, there we go. Back to the checks for Riddles. Successfully with the crouch medium punch this time, but KingsVega's reads, man, they've been so on point. And make him block that on the ground here, and KingsVega spin a decent amount of drive meter. What a sweep!
So far away, too, and so active. Checking with a medium punch, trying to regain some of his drive gauge. A very opportunistic punish counter against the Burn Knuckle. Backing away, he is the one burnt out. Riddles, this has got to be a big signal for you. Back throw now. How do you enforce your will? How do you force possibly the drive impact? He was setting it up the entire time. There's going to be more than enough damage if he decides to dump it, which he will. It's just momentarily.
Most definitely here, going with the power geyser all the way to the triple version to tie up round, or excuse me, game number 3.
The fact that he looks at his fist, he's like, I didn't even know I could do that.
Yeah, right.
Where did that third one come from? I had bar.
Love to see it.
Oof. Tricky stuff.
Yeah, right. He's been so clean with checking the drive rush. He tried to bait something out right there, but instead sets him up, gets the cross medium punch with punish into the lightning beast.
Set up little fella. Trying to go for a very ambiguous mix.
Yeah, good stuff from Riddles. Wow, he actually just landed on the fireball. I thought he was going to get past it.
Riddles has to chill for a little bit. Very close to burnout. KingsVega, he's not going to be too antsy in trying to cause this burnout to happen. Riddles, actually both of them almost even up until this point now. KingsVega landing a few hits, medium punch just out extending Riddles and what he wants to do. OD, horizontal ball, more than enough. Just face first into the carpet for both of them. KingsVega taking another game over Riddles.
He tapped into Riddles' rhythm heavy at the end right there, right? He beat him to pretty much every option that Riddles was trying to do. As soon as he backed up, it was like, okay, now is when you throw fireball. He Blanka balls through it. Just the amazing stuff from KingsVega to really hone in on Riddles' tendencies in the ground game and neutral.
I don't know who the crowd was cheering for.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know. With Ken Bogart on commentary, they should be cheering for Riddles, right? Riddles rocking the Terry Bogart.
Possibly.
You would imagine. But maybe not.
Damn, the third brother?
That's what I'm saying.
Or a combination of two good characters?
Riddles Bogart. Add him to the clan.
Here we go. Game number 4 incoming. KingsVega drive rush on in. A little bit of a heavy too with a low medium. I'm liking this start.
Yeah, right. A little backup to get Riddles to stand up, immediately attacking the legs after.
I do like that. Get that back throw. Burn knuckle, closing the gap. Fierce, just raw hit.
Yeah, right. Without a counter hit, you can't really combo off the Fierce, so Riddles just taking it and back it up.
Oh, that's gonna be pretty decently punished, I will say. And the corner carry, pretty decent as well. Does get the forward throw, drive rush on in there. Perfect parry against the Fierce. You know it, KingsVega switching it around. Overhead from that far away. So many things to think about, actually, with how many normals he has to outrange his opponent. But overhead, definitely not an answer he was looking for. Does he know?
Yeah, man, it's been paying dividends. KingsVega has gotten some significant hits off that overhead. I think Riddles, he was able to guess right with like ODDP one time, but besides that, he's not been able to defend against it well.
Trying to find his way out of the corner. Caught the startup of the ball. But still, the threat upon wake up. Everybody has to consider it.
Yeah, but you saw Riddles, what got hit by the OD Blanka ball was that overhead. Right now, though, assassinating the drive gauge. Bullied KingsVega into burnout.
Jesus.
Using the crack shoot to continue the abuse. There it is. DI melts the burnout for a little while. Made sure you get the most out of it before going for the stun successfully. Riddles locked and loaded with 3 meters going into this next round.
Pretty important to note, those 3 meters, as I did mention, if Riddles lands his very first hit, this is going to be a start.
And we finally got an OD rising tackle to defeat the overhead. And KingsVega run right back to that well. Oh, he thought he would probably go for it again, but a huge bait from KingsVega now.
Lightning Beast incoming, a lot of damage to the drive gauge. Little fella coming for the assist. Forced to block the parry is there, but the burnout also not enough time, not enough resource.
It's just so easy to get lost in all the lightning lights of Blanka. I don't blame him for getting DI there, and the overhead with the assist from the doll that ended KingsVega. Diabolical setup to end it.
The riddles have been solved momentarily as it continues on into winner's side. I want to say that is the cleanest play we've seen thus far from KingsVega, turning it all the way up to an 11 against Riddles' Terry. I gotta say that offensive pressure was something so difficult to defend against, not only while having drive gauge present, but even more so in burnout. But taking a look at the momentum, Riddles started everything off rather aggressively, right? It was really up to KingsVega to note what kind of rhythm Riddles was going to be playing at. And you had mentioned it pretty well when it comes to the transition between game 1 into game 2, right? You're starting to see a lot of the big counter pokes come in. You're starting to see him actually being able to implement his own offense and mixes. And then overall, a little bit of frustration coming in from Riddles.
Yeah, absolutely, right. It just feels overwhelming playing a Blanka of this caliber, him showing you so many different looks. This was the sick combo with the triple geyser. Always love seeing those. But when KingsVega, that's one of the big abilities that Blanka has in this game, is just smothering pressure and showing you so many different looks. It's really hard, unless you have a lot of experience against the character, to pick the points that you can actually escape the pressure, right? Like in this situation, right before this, Riddles parried the cross-up, right? He not only parried the cross-up, it protected some of his drive meter. He still got burnt out as soon as he let go of parry. That was just the overwhelming pressure that KingsVega had set up